Hi and welcome back. For today's exercises, I'm going to be using weights. So grab any light weights that you like to use in your workouts. Then I'm going to be using socks for the first part of it. So if you don't have a slider, this is a nice option. And then grab a couple of blocks and a ball for some later parts. And we'll start standing with the weights off the mat. So that's why I'm using the socks here for sliding. If you have a slider, grab a slider. We'll start by squatting down a little bit, finding a neutral spine. Core in and up. And then as you exhale, lift your arms forward and slide the right leg back. So I'm standing light on my left leg and I'm sliding my right leg back and reaching the arms forward. I like to do that on the exhale. Inhale here and exhale, slowly bring it back in. The weight is light on the right toes, so the work is all on the left leg, left glute, left standing leg. Slide and back in. You can inhale and return it, or you can exhale, wait for a next exhale here, and then bring it back, depending how fast you want to go. What you want to be mindful of is your lower back. So I don't want you to stick out your booty like that. Instead, curl the tailbone under, find your lower ab support, and lift and lower. Now I'm aiming for 10 on each side, especially if you start feeling it in the lower back. Check your alignment. Make sure that you're slightly tucking and using your core muscles to keep the hips in this position. And then I'm going to switch legs. So find that spine. Exhale, tailbone down, core in and up. Slide it out and bring it back. Experiment with the breath. If the suggested breath doesn't work for you, find the weight. Find the breath that supports your movement. I like to do effort on the exhale. That's why I'm sliding out and exhaling, but experiment with different options if this one doesn't work for you. And my weight's a little bit too heavy for me, so I'm already sweating. I'm gonna do 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Then I'm gonna lower the weights alongside my body. Lift the right knee up and then extend the right leg out. And I'm gonna do 10 movements like this. Extend and bend. Your leg might not be as high, maybe it's somewhere here and you're working here, that's okay. As long as you are working that right hip flexor, keeping the belly in and up, slightly tucking the tailbone, and working those hip flexors. So we do a lot of work for stretching, lengthening hip flexors, but hip flexor strength is just as important for your spinal stability, if not more. So keep working this. 10 extensions, 10 knee extensions. And then hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower. And then let's switch the legs. So you're lifting the left knee up. And you can lower the weights all the way down to the floor if you don't need them. I just kind of find it nice to hold them like this. Keeps my shoulders down. And let's do 10 extensions slowly. Trying to keep the knee at the same level as you extend the leg forward. That's 5. Feeling into your hip flexors. Remember, tucking the tailbone under and lower abdominals in and up. 3, 2, 1, and hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower. Shake it out. Then come to the squat position one more time. This time we're going to be sliding the leg out and lifting the arms up. So this time, though, the position is still the same with slightly tuck of the tailbone and lower abdomen's engaged. You're gonna stay here for inhale. And as you exhale, out. Inhale in, exhale out. And give me 10. Keep the weight in the left leg. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then switch the sides. If you have lighter weights, and if you want to keep going, then pause the video and keep going. Do 20, do 30, however many you want to do today, however many is in your body. I need to get myself lighter weights. And let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now we're gonna do one more here standing. I'm gonna do a squat. This time I'm gonna take my socks off just to have a better grip on the floor. Feel free to keep yours on if you like. I like to hold my weights like this and open the legs wider than you might be used to. So it's like a horse stance position. Horse squat we're gonna be doing. So wider than you're used to. Toes out, heels in. And then as you exhale, drop down as low as is comfortable in your body. Try to keep the knees tracking in the direction of the toes and monitor the sensations in the knees at all points. So you never want to hurt the knees in squats, but you want to challenge your mobility range by going lower if you can. I'm going to do 20. That's 4, 5, 6. If you want to challenge yourself a bit more, then you can go up onto the tippy toes at the top and then down. Just for fun. Working those calf muscles too. I believe this should be around 10. Let's do 10 more. 11, 12, 13, 14. Use it as a break to restore your breath. And last 3. On the last one, as you go down, hold it for 5. Try to go lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. And lift back up. Now we're gonna do a lunge. Come into your right knee down, left knee up into this lunge position and lift the right leg off the floor. And then from here, slide forward. You can roll back and forth a couple of times. Make sure that your front knee is feeling comfortable with this. So the left knee is past your left toes, if that's comfortable. And then the exercise here is going to be lifting and lowering the back knee off the floor, so your right knee. And you're going to go up and down about 10 times. You can also add the arms if you want a bit more work, some additional work for your triceps. Then you can go ahead and do that. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower, and go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one you're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. Now we're going to switch the sides. Simply go over to the other leg, set up. So first, starting again in this high lunge position, and then rocking back and forth a couple of times, making sure that the front knee is comfortable with this position of knee being past the toes. If you have any knee injuries, then you can skip this part. And then you're gonna lift and lower the back leg. Up to you again if you want to use the weights, or just keep the arms down if you're already pretty tired. And we're gonna go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. And then stretch it all out. Come forward into your forward fold. Stretch the legs, inhale. Fold over your legs as you exhale. Take any shape that feels good. And just take a couple of settling breaths here. If it feels better to move, you can place the arms down and just shake it out. Basically taking what you need. And now we'll continue our workout on the mat. So roll out your mat if you haven't already. We'll start with a bit more core work, and here we'll start in a plank position. You can start with a kneeling plank. So from tabletop, rock your body forward so that your shoulders are past your wrists. Tuck your tail under, engage your core here. And if this is enough, you can stay here for 30 seconds. If this is pretty easy and you want to power it up, then bring the knee off the floor, both knees. You can rock a few times, see how your wrists are feeling here. The important thing is that you're pressing through your hands. You're lifting your mid back, your upper back, doming it slightly towards the ceiling, tucking the tail under here so you can feel how your core is supporting you in this position, and reaching your heels back and your forehead, the top of your head forward, and stay here for 20-30 seconds, however long feels manageable today. You can slowly increase this whole time as you keep practicing this. Make sure that your abdomen is not doming. If it is, lower the knees down and staying a plank instead here. So the important thing is that you are using the right core engagement. So if you feel like your belly is doming in plank, then this might be a better option until you retrain your core to be engaged. So wherever you are, hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Here you can take just a little break, lowering the forehead down, wiggling your hips, or taking a stretch for your front body by lifting up into a cobra or up dog. Oh, that feels good. And then find a ball, and we're going to do a little bit of the adductor work with a bit of destabilization. So lower down onto your left thigh, and the ball is underneath your left thigh as well. And we're going to come into this side plank position on the elbow. So make sure you're not sagging here, that you're keeping your obliques active on the left side. And then bring your right foot in front of your left knee and extend your left leg below. From here, you're going to cinch your corset and then lift and lower your leg, your lower leg. Doesn't mean you need to lift it high. It can be quite a small move. Depending also where your ball is, you might be able to lift it a little bit higher. But keep lifting for about 10 reps. Slowly, keeping your legs as steady as you can, using your abdominal muscles to stabilize yourself here. And on the last rep, hold it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're just gonna switch the sides. I'm gonna roll to the other side and wait for you there. Again, on the elbow in this kind of like a side plank position. Find a nice extended shape so your front body is open here. Bring your left foot this time in front of your right knee. Make sure the obliques are engaged on this side. So I'm not slumping here. I'm pressing the floor away, keeping active, and then lift and lower. Again, it's not a big move, but it will power up your inner thighs, your adductor muscles. And you're gonna go for 10 or so. If you want to do more, you can do more. And I'm going to lift for 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower. Now remove the ball, grab the weights. We're gonna do a twist here. From this position, sitting on your sitting bones, you can rock back and forth a few times to make sure that you're having a tall spine here. The feet are down, the heels are down, toes are pointing up, and find again your core engagement. So make sure you're not doming, make sure your lower back is nice and long, and we're gonna go side to side like this. So you can go lower if you like, or higher, depending on how you feel in your core today, but make sure that you maintain that right engagement. You don't want your abdomen to be doming. You don't want intra-abdominal pressure to be building up there. And you're gonna go for about 20 reps. Exhale to twist. And try to keep the legs in this same position. Maybe even squeeze the ball between the knees if that helps to maintain the legs steady. And I'm gonna go for 10 more. You can also add a little bit of the arm extension here with each twist, if that's your jam. Basically explore the variations that work for you, and you will feel it in your obliques. I said I'll do 10, and I did a lot more than that. If you need a break, bring the weights down, and we're actually gonna go down and do a few more exercises that will be a little bit more relaxing. So we're gonna extend the legs and the arms forward, and then as you exhale, lower down. Curl your tailbone under and see if you can segment your spine and lower just your sacrum and still stay up. Look at your abs, keep them engaged. Lower just your lower back, just your mid back, just your upper back, and then shoulders. So from here, we're gonna do a couple of roll-ups. Extend your arms over your head, behind, towards the back of a room. And then as you inhale, stretch out here. And as you exhale, find your imprint. Lower back towards the floor, reach the arms forward and start rolling up. Keep the legs heavy. Imagine that they're heavy weights pushing the thighs down. And see if you can lift just the shoulders, the mid back, and then lower back, sacrum. Reach up, and as you exhale, round the spine and reach your arms forward. So creating flexion in your spine, feeling that stretch throughout your whole back. Tuck the chin in, inhale up, and then as you exhale, roll back down again. Slowly, slowly, just your tailbone. Slowly, slowly, just your sacrum, just your lower back, just your mid back. And then upper back, shoulders, reach the arms up. Inhale here, and as you exhale again, imprint your lower back into the mat. Reach forward with your arms, keep the legs heavy. Start lifting slowly, articulating your spine, reaching up at the top of the inhale, and then rounding your back as you exhale. So it's not your typical forward fold in yoga. It's a Pilates move where you flex your spine as you reach the arms forward and you stretch your back. You stretch your muscles. And you pull your abs in and up. Let's do a couple more just like that. Slow is your friend. Mindful movement. Articulate your spine as much as you can. Inhale, reach back, and as you exhale, find your core engagement. Spine imprints into the lower back, imprints into the mat. Abdomen sucks in and up. And The last one to go down. We're gonna articulate the spine one more time. See if you can lower just your sacrum. See if you can lower just your lower back, just your mid back, upper back, shoulders. Nice. Take a juicy stretch. And then from here, bend the knees. Find your reverse tabletop position. You're gonna bring the knees up, shins parallel to the floor. Find that imprint. So you can move the hips a couple of times. You rock your pelvis back and forth. Find that position where your lower back is glued to the mat and the abdomen is engaged. So the lower abs are in and up. Exhale here. Keep that engagement throughout the whole movement and try to prevent it from doming your belly. Reach the arms forward. Exhale. Keeping that engagement on the lower back. Lift the shoulders off the floor. Lift the gaze and start pumping. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And keep going. We're going to go for 100. This is also a Pilates move called hundreds. Now you know why. And keep your attention on what is happening in your core. So make sure that the core stays engaged and it's not doming. If your neck is getting tired, then that means that you need a break and reset, because you should be lifting from your abs and not from your neck. Let's do 50 more. 5. It's hard to count and do it, so I'll try to do it in my head, but you count your own reps. If you've done more than me, take a break. I'm starting to feel it in my neck, so I'm going to reset a little bit. I can lower the legs down, see if I can find better engagement in my core. Imprinting the lower back in, and then lifting up from the core, not from the neck. Let's do 30 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And last one. And relax. Take a little break. You can rock side to side. The last few exercises here are going to be to open up your upper back a little bit. And we're going to grab blocks or a roller if you have a roller. I'll show you both options. If you don't have a roller, blocks work great. I actually like them quite a lot. So you can set them side by side at the highest setting. And this is going to be where your upper back is resting. So you're going to find a position where the edges of the blocks are somewhere where your ribs, almost where your ribs end. And then you're gonna wrap your arms around the back of your head and relax into the support. So here, some of you might feel like it's a lot, and I'll show you other modifications if this is the case. But if this feels okay for you, then you can just hang out here for a bit. You can extend the legs if that feels comfortable. You can even extend the arms and drop the head back if that's comfortable for your neck. Almost like a supported fish. And it feels nice to just stretch the front of your body after those crunches and hundreds that we just did. And then you can rock side to side, taking a gentle side bend if that feels good. Or you can keep the knees bent here and just lift and lower the hips a few times. Maybe find a spot in the back that feels good to massage with the edges of your blocks. Now, if this feels very uncomfortable, then you can, of course, take a different setting of the block. You can just set it at the lowest setting if you like. Just one block or two blocks side by side. And all you do is just lower down here and take a stretch from here. Or if you have a roller, I'll show you just this one. Last one here, if you have a roller, this is also a great way to stretch the front body and to massage the upper back. So you come to the same position with a roller underneath your mid back, your upper back, and you can just gently roll along a few times and massage your back. And then when you're ready for stillness, you can just extend the legs, extend the arms, stretch, or keep the arms behind your head for support. Take all the time that you need, and thank you for your workout.